Welcome to In Bed with Christy Love. Oh my gosh, I know what you guys are probably saying right now, like, shh, Christy, this is not your podcast. Oh, please. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. It has been a crazy past 2 weeks of my life, and there have been a lot of changes. So much, okay? Some not so good, but some amazing. So we're just gonna ignore the bad stuff and we're gonna talk about the good stuff, right? Okay, so let's get into this. So this week I just wanted, okay, so here's the bad stuff so that we can talk about the good stuff. The bad part is I don't have a podcast this week, okay? I am so sorry. But now let's get into the good news. All right, the good news. Okay, so there's a lot of great news. One of them is that I hired Barry Katz as my consultant to help me out in the comedy world. And if you don't know who Barry Katz is, oh my gosh, you should. Because he's the one who raised up Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr. I mean, I'm talking about he's worked with Adam Sandler, Tiffany Haddish, you name it. I mean, there have been so many phenomenal comedians that have came out of him. Brad Williams, who I just interviewed on my podcast, has worked with him. So, and every single person has grown and flourished and in the comedy world. So I am so excited to take my comedy world to the next level. Woohoo! So that's great news. But with that being said, there's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be possibly a brand. I mean, the podcast name is most likely going to change. That's one change that's going to happen. Another thing is that I'm going to tighten up my branding so that every aspect of my social media and everything that I do is just more tightened, so I'm more on point with my branding, which I'm so excited about because that just means better branding for you guys, right? Another thing is that's going to be a big, huge change is that I have my own home podcast studio. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. I know, so the other podcast studio that you guys saw was so absolutely beautiful. I loved it. But I had some issues, and one of the biggest issues was that every time I did a podcast, I was only limited for a certain amount of time that I could use their studio. And so that was not, beneficial, because if I'm interviewing someone on my podcast and we're getting deep down into this wonderful conversation, I'm like looking at the clock all the time like, well, we got to hurry up this conversation. Sorry, So I just thought about it and I was like, you know what? Let's have our own home podcast so I can talk to my guests as long as they want and they can express whatever they want and I don't have to worry about being timed. So I purchased a bunch of stuff on Amazon and let me tell you, it cost a lot of money. Oh my God, too much. But hey, it's called investments. So if you have ever been touched by this podcast, if you have ever been ever laughed and maybe were inspired by this podcast, if you would like to help support with all this new venture of my home studio, I would be so blessed because I definitely need the help, okay? Definitely. So, just saying, I will have my GoFundMe down below in the link. Please click on it and feel free to give whatever you want. $1, $10, $20, $1 million, I'm cool with that too, okay? So whatever you can would be a huge blessing. Or if you don't even have finances, don't worry about it. Please share it with your loved one. Spread the word. That would also mean so much to me. Anyways, so as you can see, there are so many changes going on, and unfortunately, because my new studio is still in the works, I have a tech guy who's going to help me set everything up, hopefully this week, so we can get it running as soon as possible so I can start producing more podcasts for you. Then the goal is hopefully be back up by next week, but I wanted to be completely honest of why is Christy Love in her dining room table right now, just talking to us? Yes, that's the reason, because lots of changes are happening, but exciting changes. Anyways, thank you guys so much. And as I always leave off, whether you love me or love to hate me, just know you're still one of my lovers. And don't forget, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Take care.